hope this avocado is going to be ripe enough. I don't know if there's still a problem with this because I'm just saying words wrong. But having a problem with the I wish this avocado was a little bit more ready. Hang on there. Morning, you. I was going to get another slice of toast, but hello, I am Mechan. Maybe we should have wanted this egg. Remind me where you're from, you. Okay. Sell your shares in avocados because it came out the other day that good cholesterol is not good for you. Not sure. Look, I've had food poisoning and I think it's Torikizoku that I got the food poisoning, so I want to make a claim, also report them You put them because I'm like it wasn't very nice having food poisoning for the last 3 days. Maybe I've still got the remnants of it now. Any advice, Emma-chan? Ayame-chan. Do you teach in Thailand? You? What? I don't know. I can't remember if I asked before. I think I'm followed. What did you used to do? Oh dear, I didn't do so. Should have a nice piece of lemon to squeeze into this water. That'd be nice. Morning, Ed. Is Ed's comment the last one? I can only see Ed's last comment. Anyone else there? Is that the last comment? Is that? Am I still? Can someone tell me? Oh dear. Yeah, it cut out here, but I went back on. How's that, you? It's clear here. Okay, yeah, I was just complaining that it cut off after 5 minutes and fucking, as soon as I started the broadcast and it started after 10 minutes of that, it fucking cut up again. So what did you do? I think you're English, aren't you now? You? One of my all-time favourite entertainers, actors, comedian, Hugh Laurie. Okay, so you could still earn money online then, I guess. Do you get do you get people phoning over your Scottish accent? I've got a mate here, Alan, who, and he's Scottish, because they know you, I like you, and but he's a teacher here. He's the head of the Japanese Association of Language Teachers. I was saying that sometimes when me and my Scottish friend here go drinking, it's sometimes very difficult to understand him. Do you have any similar problems, Hugh? I was just thinking, when you say broken tie, so I was thinking of maybe of a name for a film, Broken Tile, like Broken Arrow. So you don't, so you don't meet any nasty foreigners coming up your way then. Oh dear. Well, like you were saying, you went up north. Yeah, I wanted to go. I went there with my family. We went rafting quite a few years ago because the kids were very small. My daughter was about four, I think, 4 or 5, and the rivers were really up. And I was grabbing hold to my son's life, make sure he didn't fall out of the raft. He was a bit older, but it was a good, like a bit. I think that was the third time. I'm not sure. But I once went in this bar, and there was this fucking English guy there, and in the bar he's rubbing the dog's cock with his foot, and I just thought, you fucking animal. It's I just couldn't cope with like knowing people like that. How how with the stealing the money? You were leaving it on the table. You were leaving your wallet on the table or something, or you made the mistake of showing them where you lived. I've got a friend here. He was in Northern Thailand learning Muay Thai, and he speaks Thai. Yeah, with the yeah, it's just obviously Thailand, because of its sex thing. It's going to attract a lot of fucking horrible people. And when I first came here, I when I first came here, I was I was looked after by one of the biggest security companies in Japan, and he also at the same time there was a young guy, and he was the son of a security company in in Thailand. But this guy wasn't. He was only young, but when we went to a Thai restaurant, he just treated the staff like shit. It was fucking horrible to see. The one thing that I liked best about Thai women was the way that they walked. I just found it very appealing or sexy. They had a beautiful way of walking. Oh, Ed, I was just saying, Ed, like I want to fucking try and. I think this gastroenteritis was caused by the chicken. Any advice on where I should take my complaints to? Yeah, the foreigners in Japan, in the Philippines has come. I just went on a couple of. I know someone that he's a he's an ex-army, but he's married and he had a young kid in Thailand. Yeah, the vendor. Yeah, I doubt it's Costco because it just happened too quick. And if you take if you take a an international company like Costco getting it wrong with food, it's and the fucking Izakaya in Japan that uses fucking arbaito that aren't trained. It's plus I know it wasn't fucking cooked properly, so. Hey, do either of you? Oh, really? And with the stuffed pepper, with the stuffed pepper, I could. I was just feeling nauseous already when I eaten it when I saw what was happening. I was foolish. I should have fucking taken it with me. But the only good outcome is that I've lost some weight. I've lost about 3 kilos, I think, 3.5 kilos. You have to go to physical therapy. What? Just because you're talking to me? You know my words have such effect. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. To the hospital, but the thing is that you can't just walk into the hospital with a temperature. And I went to an hospital. I went to an hospital just to take a poop. They wouldn't let me in without a mask on, and they checked my temperature at the door. I went to bed late last night. I don't usually do that. I watched about 3 episodes of OA. It's fucking interesting. It was one of the best shows I've seen, I think. So it's amazing how this very attractive girl, she worked for Goldman Sachs, wrote this show, and it's a fucking great show. Right? But now she obviously because she stars in it as well, and now so they have other people writing, and I think it's just amazing how someone can just step in and write a fucking show like that. They're just so talented people. I don't know if I'm not a big fan of Tamari. What it's so what? What's so? Away? You're joking? I find it fantastic. Oh, you mean Tamari's is not? Yeah. I don't think maybe I like English that have got the English Patient was a good film. I like that one. That was quite good. It wasn't even fucking English. Can you believe that? Germans again stealing the fucking thunder. It's not away, it's OA, like in office assistant. OA. It's about her dad is an oligarch and he's been targeted by the mob, so he sends his daughter to America where she's safe, and then he says, we'll meet up later, you know, when you're 21, and that's it. And then when she's in America, she goes missing, and then she's I think some of the English TV series are very good, better than the film. Like one called Broadchurch, the police series. I forget what's that called now. In the Line of Duty. That was a fucking great. She's about corrupt police officers. That was a fucking great show. I couldn't get into Peaky Blinders because it followed the same old bullshit. We're really fucking tough guys, but we're really fucking kind towards like people who can't get on in life. I just found it sugar sweet bullshit. I just couldn't fucking stand it. I know he's very very popular, but oh look at him, he's just beat six blokes up in a fight, and then he gives a little sweet to a girl outside that's been watching and says, "Don't worry, love, it's okay." I hate that fucking bullshit. Peter Mullan's film. Yeah, I don't think you know that guy. What was that? Was that someone? I'm going from something else. Yeah, can you name one or two of his films? Tarantino. Tyrannosaurus Rex tiny arms. That is the worst piece of clothing I've ever seen in my life. Look at this. I'll show you this lady's. I'll show you this lady's top. What she got on. It looks like a tablecloth that's been stitched to a fucking jersey. Peter Mullan, it just reminds me of a fucking Disney cartoon. There's about an Asian thing. They'll go together. Yeah, I was about to say before. I'm looking on these broadcasts, and they're getting advertising money. So I'm surprised by that. So I think I'll probably do a lot more. So please keep watching them. If you miss a live broadcast, do you go into did you check the broadcast out to see who's been there or anything like that? Are there any ads that come on when you check it? Hey, Privyet. Is it Privyet? Is that hello? Privyet? Privyet, comrade. You know, they say in Russia, the privet is green on the other side. What did you post there? Maybe I need a sugar in this coffee. The Russians have a greater sense of humor. I don't know, but if you know this, in Scotland, when sometimes they end a word and it sounds Russian. For example, shall we go for a drinkski? Or for a jobski? Yeah, just got a coffee as well. No, really, doesn't sound too good. And so I made this. So I made this joke. I forget what it was. So like there was a couple of Japanese footballers in Scotland. So I made this joke. What do you call a Japanese footballer that goes to Scotland and he ignores all the girls? And take some hot baths. Yeah, my daughter suggested reaction videos quite a few months ago, but I never got round to it. I was going to do some. I started to learn the songs from Radwimps. And the Radwimps songs in English and Japanese, they're very difficult to do because they're very fast. And so I was practicing those. And I think the only way I'm going to do it is write them all out word by word many times. Oh dear. I forget his name now because it's in Russian. I think it's Bobby V. Say my name, say my name. It's like that porn. It's like Pornhub, and where everyone's asking, what is her name? Hang on, I'll just go and take a dump. it. So, so you're going to head out? I didn't see you heading. Did anyone see that guy heading in, heading out, heading? I think you better cut. I think you better fucking cut him off at the head him off at the pass. So I didn't see him head in. He didn't give us an heads up. He just gave us a heads out. Well, the good news is when I fart, I don't wet my trousers. I managed to fart last night several times without only air came out, and my poo has gone from a steaming tea urn to a Mr. Whippy ice cream. So things are on the up and up. I bet he's one of these young guys trying to be funny. Hey, you should, Kokujin, you should see a film. Is that a bit racist, Kokujin? You should see a series called OA. It's got a bit of a Russian connection. It's on Netflix. OA, Office Assistant. Have you heard of anything called, or something called, it's not anything, something called Bockham's Razor? And basically it's when you clear away all the crap with a razor. You're left with the most obvious thing that stands out. It's as simple as that. And you've got like fucking students who've never done any cooking at home preparing food for people in a restaurant. Many different types of food, and there's fresh food, uncooked food that they're preparing, and they've got no experience of doing it. Probably haven't done a fucking hygiene course. But the thing with the hygiene course here, it's you just sit and watch the fucking video, that's it. No, good. Yes, was it 62 ways to cook cabbage? Being very racist there. Look, if you click on this OA, you will be captivated with it in the first 2 minutes. You'll be hooked by it in the first 2 minutes. I don't know. Have you ever been to Japan Kokujim? Because what they give here in quite a few restaurants, they give away, they sell plain cabbage, and you can have as much as you like. Hello, Rajiv. Namaste. I am in Gusto. Yeah, well, like I'm surprised. I'm so surprised. So they just got plain cuts of cabbage in a dish, and they put shoyu sauce on it. And then one, a very, very famous, a very, very popular one is rolled cabbage. Yeah, fruit is pricey. I was just thinking that myself this morning. Yeah, it's very popular, man. They just get a bowl of clean cabbage. It's not cooked, it's just washed, maybe. And they put it in a bowl, and the Japanese just crunch away at this cabbage. Maybe the Russian KGB or the prompt Japan, and just tell Russians, look how, just take a look how the Japanese eat cabbage. You are so lucky. Yeah, sauerkraut. I like that because I was see the other day I got two cheese, and I was thinking stealing some potatoes from a field and doing some, and I got the baked beans. So what I needed for the baked potatoes was I've got the baked beans. What was the other one? Then the cheese, and then I needed the sauerkraut. Yeah. Well, I met this young guy in New Zealand. He was a chef, and what he did, he got the cabbage and he sliced it very, very thinly, and then he got some carrots and he sliced that very, very thinly, and he put on the grill side by side on the grill. Cabbage, carrots, cabbage, carrots, cabbage, carrots. Yeah, that what don't they? Do they eat the cabbage as in the spicy thing? Yeah. I once, when I was trying to lose weight, I actually got a cabbage, and I ground it up to get the cabbage juice, and I drank it. Yeah, kimchi. Yeah. Yes, I didn't see it, pal. Yeah, I only did it once. But there's one worse than that. There's one worse than that, and that is ginger root. I did that. Fucking hell, man. That's one of the worst things. That's one of the worst things I've done. It's got a grinder. No, but I was just into this like raw diet, uh, raw diet, raw food diet. out of planks. So it's some Russians you've got to ignore. Of course, you could have that. If you could actually sell that, you could have a great ad line for that would be walking the plank. Yeah, but there was a what is it? Is it vodka or something like that that is made from, or something to go with gin? So what makes gin dry? That drink that's made, isn't that made from tree bark or wood lice that are in the tree bark? That's what one of my favourite cartoons. I wanted to do this with the Russian girl in my videos. One of my favourite cartoons was Juniper. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, is when many years ago there was a I don't know if it's a potato shortage or there was some shortage or wheat shortage in Russia, or something. And the price of wheat was going up, and so was vodka. And so the little girl says to her daddy, "Daddy, daddy, the price of vodka is going up." He said, "Will that make you drink less?" He says, "No, darling, you'll just eat less." It's about nearly coming up to 10 o'clock in Japan. I got a similar hoke. I don't know what that means. So that are there tons of those jokes like that? Hey Dash, thanks for that present the other night, pal. Appreciate it. I'll read this out to Dash, because he's driving. Listening, Dash. So a son and father. This in Russia. Nah, this is in Russia. So a son and father go to the grocery store, and son goes, "Daddy, Daddy, can I have some ice cream? I really want some." And the dad says, "I want some ice cream too, son, but we've only got enough money for vodka." I think I've said this one before. Do you know everything, every word in Russia ends in off, and that's why I came back home. It's an oldie but a goodie. Oh. But you, I've, but my reaction, I've watched a few of Frank's videos, but my reaction to Filthy Frank's video would be, or something like that. He's a fucking massive, he's a crazy YouTuber, crazy American that's in Japan. Very, all the young kids love him. Oh, I didn't realise he was half Japanese. Oh, so maybe I will. Okay, so what would I can't really. Well, maybe he visited my channel once, but I just thought he was. I just thought he was too daft to laugh at. My reaction to Filthy Frank would be the same reaction to The Office, the original Office in England, which would be it would be that for 30 minutes. It's cutting out. It's fucking cutting out more than usual. This. 7 million, yeah. He's living the Japanese dream. Like I haven't seen him for. I haven't watched his video for years, man. I've got a dead mouse. It's probably just a skeleton now in my bedroom. What, he actually sings or something? Why why is your English so good? Are you translating? Are you using Google Translate? Do you remember that guy that he was M3 and then he quit his successful video channel to try and get a television show? I think it was maybe it was called M3 or something. Am I Irish? I'm a quarter Irish. Are you Vietnamese? Yeah, that might be that, yeah. And he had a cute girlfriend. She's got a popular channel now. I thought Ufa was a tap dancer. Watching Bob Hope movies. Dobro jutra. Oh, I've heard that one before. Is that good morning? Good day, maybe. How old are you? I'm 61. How old are you, Dong? I think the English-speaking world did the Chinese and Vietnamese a terrible injustice because they couldn't pronounce it, the Chinese Asian name properly. And terrible injustice. Where are you from, Don? Tom's turned up. Got out of bed at last. Or he's not gone to bed yet. Canada, okay, man. Did you come over from Vietnam? Or your parents? I just Hope's film partner. Ireland and France. Is Dong your real name? Is your Dong your given name? You're not Asian, you just gave yourself the name Dong. Yeah, I know what Dong means. Now I'm 60, Ed, now I'm past 60, Ed. I'm a long Dong Silver in Japan. Russian guy, can you make money in your gaming? Oh well, if it's Uncle Dong now, that makes more sense. Will they still feed me? Will they still greet me when I'm Uncle Dong? Oh yeah, in the second series of that OA, Zendaya is in it. Zendaya, you know Zendaya, that cute girl? I am at a restaurant. It's called Gusto. So this is one of the places I like broadcast from a lot because I can stay a long time. I spent more money than I wanted to yesterday. But like I said, the good thing about having this gastroenteritis is I've lost a bit of weight. And hopefully I can get under 100 kilos next week. Today's it, Thursday, by next Saturday. So my young friend, Keizo, he's been in my videos, I think. Or I've talked about him. For $5 per hour. I don't really like doing that, but if he needs the money. Gusto, I don't know, what does gusto mean? Is it from the English word with gusto, for example? Gasto. Yeah, well, I've certainly got a gust of wind. Gustav, yeah. So I watched this film the other day with Kumail Nanjiani and a black actress, and like they say, American audiences are not ready for the black guy kissing the white woman in a major TV series. It's very strange, but there's something in the white psyche that they don't like to. There have been several cases of white women going with black men back home to their to the Caribbean, and the wife getting promptly beaten to death. So it does work both ways. And definitely, if you're a blonde transvestite and you married a black guy, don't even think about fucking going to the Caribbean. I don't think there's a connection. Unless the Japanese just use the gusto name. Yeah, it's very funny that. Yeah, that's one of the best movies ever. Rape, robbery, loitering, larceny, rape. And you said rape twice. I like rape. Yeah, there's a rape. Yeah, the rape seed. Yeah. Is it yellow? I think maybe it's yellow. Yeah, sometimes when I see someone interesting or beautiful or pretty, usually I go straight to Wikipedia. Yeah, so like if you're a young girl, maybe girls don't report that. Geek has turned up. Geek might know. Geek. I want to. Did you see my joke earlier, Tom? I said in Russia, privet is greener on the other side. The Swedish people know what privet is. It's in the cosmos. What I hate to hear in new films or new television series, the use of a fucking someone uses it in one film and then the next script writer thinks it's okay to use that in pay grade. Well, the Americans were only successful in wars that involved fighting as allies. The only successful war they've had is against Grenada. And the Barbary pirates. The Battle of Grenada. I wonder if they actually issued. Oh, really? Wow. Do you want to tell more about the medical students, Ed? Yeah, because the Cubans, look how the blacks fought for America in the First World War, Second World War. They were still treated like shit. They fucking they fought for America. Still treated like shit. They weren't allowed fucking to go into white shirts. Oh, but there was no. You had was it Grenada? What's Panama? Did you attack Panama as well? Or did you? Or was that just an extraction of George Bush's senior's bum chum? Was that police or polite? I was watching Clint Eastwood on that movie talk guy. You know when they talk about movies, and that old guy with the beard was talking to Clint Eastwood. Fucking really fascinating show. Was that in? That must have been like 1800 or something. Yeah. No, it wasn't. So it wasn't Granada. It was Granada. Where did Mr. Dong go? Defend your country. Right, guys, I'm going to get off. I'm feeling a bit tired. It's the silver in me. I don't know, for people that are watching you might not know, but in Japan, when you're over 60 or over 65, you are called silver. Wow. Ask the banana till we meet again. Don't know why. Don't know Sven. Wow, I'd love to see. There's some interesting shit that people have covered up, isn't there? And that book now what with that fucking walrus cunt that's just brought a book out. He's one of the most nastiest people has been in American politics or power. Maybe he's the right guy to bring down Donald Trump. Tom, don't spit on the change. Sayonara. Bye.